Hello, I'm Rythian, and this is BioShock Infinite. Barry, let's see.
We're closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
In a second. First, let's take a look around where we are. Looks just like my old private detective's office. We're back to being Booker, and this is Elizabeth, but a different type of Elizabeth. What's the same, what's different? Well, we're about to find out. We still had the mark on our hand, AD, so some things are the same. But obviously this is in Colombia. This, well, this is Rapture.
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her type down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will.
I was doing just fine sitting here, drinking myself into oblivion. Now, last we saw Booker, he ended himself in a sort of baptism. All timelines ended, but towards the very end, we got that one flash, that one door, the cry of our daughter. But it's not over. So let's step into the light.
Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know. But I know someone who does. Follow me.
I'll lead the way then. Rapture. The city under the sea. The utopia under the ocean. Today...
What's this girl to you?
What I need from her is my business. But I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful.
Edward thinks the way to my heart is philosophical transcendence. He's brilliant. If I wanted brilliant, I'd go to bed with a book.
You're just trapped by petite bourgeois notions of romance, aren't you?
Take it whatever way you will. But a girl wants what a girl wants.
Today, December 31st, 1958. And if you remember, the day the Rapture fell was January 1st, 1959. So this is, literally, the eve of destruction.
What happened to these children? What are they?
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia? Little sisters. Atom factories.
It's grotesque.
I'll agree with you on that one.
Red means stop, green means go. This is the rule all little girls know.
I don't like this at all. They don't look quite like little sisters just yet, but how's this gonna end? Well, we know how it's gonna end. But maybe things are different now.
Is that why we came to Rapture? I could compromise in Red Hook. We're just men and women, Alan. You hold yourself to that standard, you'll never be happy.
In what country is there a place for men like me? Men who refuse to say yes to the doubters and the parasites.
Yes, but even Andrew Ryan takes a vacation.
Probably. Probably. Alright, lady. Lead the way.
Come on. We haven't got all day.
What do they even look like under those suits?
What you mean? They're just some kind of machine?
It's like seeing the beginning when you already know the end.
Look.
Rapture.
Green light for.
I seen one with the light turned yellow. And I don't want to be around when it turns red.
Look, I say you should have to prove you're properly versed on a topic before you're allowed to vote on it. Otherwise, it's just a knee-jerk response from the uninformed. Does more harm than good.
Who would judge that? A system like that invites abuse?
Having a benevolent dictatorship takes care of that.
Benevolence isn't human nature.
I'm with the woman on that one. A benevolent dictatorship sounds amazing until you realize that people change. What if he wasn't benevolent from the very first place? What if she changed? No. It doesn't work.
Everyone wants to cut the tallest flower up there. Do something exceptional. Those parasites resent it, condemn it, or worse yet, take credit for themselves.
Nice finally consorting with the equally talented, eh? Getting recognized properly? Being part of something bigger?
Every single person there seems to be such an elitist.
A great chain's only as strong as its weakest link.
But I suppose that's to be expected. But we do know there's more to Rapture than that. We've seen it before. I guess we're just...
I got it firsthand.
Cooks a fella from the inside out. Is a damn thing a weapon or an oven?
Works with mini rays or microwaves? Oh, I can't remember. All I know is it sounds dreadful.
Guess it's the high society part. Hence the way everyone's dressed. Alright, Elizabeth, let's go. There are 3 pillars.
We can go ahead and inherit the Earth for all I care. I'm fine right here in Rapture.
It's an interesting place to explore.
You know, sweetheart. Funny.
What?
You're not knowing about the Little Sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, that it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
In a way. But that's kind of why I do what I do. It's always some sort of business someone else wants to find out about.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Well, what else should I do? Sit around and do nothing? Out for the brightness.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. Just get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
There's more to this than just another flashback round into Rapture. We haven't forgotten. The flashes when it all started. The memories of the screams. Of the twins. And this. There's a lot more to this.
Refreshment, sir? Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
Now that's a handy plasmid. Le temps perdu? Oh.
I went through basic with them, decent sort. But the Italians, Papa this and Papa that. They can't take a crap without a papal dispensation.
He gets that from his father. No one from my side of the family was ever so lackadaisical.
I think it's probably good to stay a little bit sober right now.
I suppose I shouldn't have drank so much when I was pregnant, clearly. No changing it now.
You'd be surprised how many problems all these supermen in women have. It's a wonder half of them get out of bed. I told her, you want someone to listen to your worries? Buy a puppy. Me? I got better things to do.
I hope that wasn't your attempt at pillow talk, darling.
You know, these people, I haven't seen a sympathetic...
Mr. DeWitt.
Hmm?
We'll find my source inside of that club.
Cohen? What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Cohen's. Sander Cohen. Mad genius artist. I have bad memories of him. Booker might
Private
not.
Party. No entry without invitation.
We'll see about that.
Alright, well, let's give it a go.
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected.
No mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of. They must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the Artist Struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any.
I guess... Actually, she said artist struggle, didn't she? It would make the most sense if we have one that came from there. If that does matter.
What brought you to Rapture?
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt.
All that unpleasantness with Fontaine seems so far behind us now.
I hope all of his crowd are enjoying themselves. Locked up forever.
Gotta hand it to the old man. Locking up Fontaine's thugs in his own department store. That's poetic justice.
Alright. See what we can do about this mask.
Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
Artist struggle. Lots of art. I bet you some of them are from Cohen. Alright, Elizabeth. Work your magic.
Excuse me. The lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? An original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
How does it make you feel?
I don't want to open my mouth for fear of what foolishness might tumble out.
Would you like me to tell you what it means?
Oh, would you?
Cohen sends
I would
those
like
masks
so
out
much
in
to
some kind of
understand.
box.
In this piece, Cohen intended to show us the struggle of the great man, condemned to breathe the swampy air of the parasite.
You see all that in that little picture?
Yes, in fact...
Oh, there it is.
Damn. Must be somewhere else.
Oh, what's this one? Oh, please, it's so beautiful. What does it mean?
Oh, my dear, that is something true.
You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony.
I don't think they have one here.
Would you mind if I
Might have
return
to
tomorrow for further
try
education?
another.
I shall be here at your service. Until tomorrow.
Right. Let's try another one then.
Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
Let's try the Golden Rule.
Where to next? Rapture Records and the Golden Rule are both downstairs.
This clown poof, they're all gone. Ryan, he's the new Houdini.
He's got him in a department store?
In Fontaine's department store. If I wanted this, I might as well have stayed in Vladivostok.
Fontaine's thugs were nothing more than a bunch of parasites. Ryan looks out for Rapture.
Ryan looks out for Ryan.
And why not? It is the sweat of his brow. We're just the gnats boozing around, no?
Did you call me Booker? Yes, he knows me.
Temporary. Just like Gulag. Temporary.
Let's try the Golden Rule.
Welcome.
Hello. Work your magic, honey.
You see that dish I walked in with? Well, you give her the star treatment, pal. Then I'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
Really?
Gotta find that box.
Excuse me, sir.
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen ring. Right out of her coffin in Twilight
Nothing.
View. Did you think we wouldn't notice?
Only one place
A
left.
little bit of money.
The assurances of a grave robber are of no interest to me. If you hand the ring back, the matter
Will remain between you and me.
You come into my shop and talk this trash. I don't think so. Hit the bricks, you tramp, or I'll see to it they hit you.
Get your hands off me!
Nice.
Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up.
Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
I like your style. I very much do. Alright, lead the way. Rapture Records. I think we passed that before.
I don't have all the flaws and drawbacks other people have. You know, emotions. I'm just a more perfect machine, I guess.
Think about what we could accomplish together.
These people are insane. There we go. Rapture Records.
Dr. Steinman told me he uses my picture to judge facial symmetry.
Darling, that line actually work on anyone before closing time?
Christ. Steinman, that psycho. Alright.
Welcome, welcome.
Third time's the charm.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course.
What is this piece?
It's by Trine, but
Where's he hiding that box?
By Mr. Wright.
Oh, it's lovely. Lovely?
Oh. Yes.
Oh, music does something to me. Especially something in this
Yes.
vein. It's almost primal, isn't it? Part of us that exists before thought, before logic, purely sensual.
The finest music touches us.
Jesus, Elizabeth.
That we never knew existed.
There we go.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, it's so
So powerful and masculine. Oh, yes, when one feels the urge to surrender.
I think I better put a stop to this.
I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing.
You know how to play. I'm not talking about music. I'm talking about you know how to play men.
You've located the mask.
Third time's the charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
Probably. I gotta say, this is a different Elizabeth.
Fine piece of work back with those shopkeeps. You've got a bit of the grifter in you.
For that, you can thank my father.
Oh, yeah?
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
There's so much meaning behind those words.
I'm not looking to be an obstacle to your accomplishments. I'm a modern fella. I just want to walk next to you and admire your stride.
So, what kind of field you in?
Field?
Yeah, you know, occupation. Can't imagine what kind of employment would lead you to tag along on a job like this.
I suppose you could say I work in debt collection.
A different kind of debt. But we're about to find out. Let's see if we can enter Cohen's little
This better work.
little club.
Otherwise, we'll certainly look the fools.
Trust me.
Yeah. 'Cause I'm such a trustworthy guy. Let's go.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.